Welcome to the bold analysis, ladies and gentlemen. David Murathe is leaking a phone conversation between him and Amason Kingi on a probability of Amason Kingi jetting back to Azimio la Umoja. But what exactly do you think can make Amason Kingi to go back to Azimio la Umoja? This is one of the politicians that I have mentioned in this channel more than once that they committed grave blunders. He was a governor in Kilifi twice under courtesy of ODM support there. He was given a ministerial position. I think it was assistant minister when Raila Odinga was a prime minister between 2007 to 2012. And he has grown through the ranks because of Raila Odinga. So one thing you can realize is the last event that Amason Kingi attended of William Ruto's event was the Bugungu rally, or rather the Bugungu rally that was held on 12th June. After that, he has not been around William Ruto for some time. And I just want to share with you some of the latest events that you can also try to mirror to see where this conversation is heading to. Amason Kingi has been missing in action, and during the Nairobi Economic Bloc meeting, he was missing. Today, Deputy President William Ruto is camping on a 3-day tour of the coast. So, and I think he was in Vita, Kwale, and held a rally in Tononoka grounds. Perhaps if you look at the build up to the Tononoka grounds rally, which if you look at the videos there, I think it was overrated and it was under attended. And you will realize that deliberately UDA, it seems the William Ruto's presidential rallies are organized by UDA taking dominance. And as time goes, some of these few political parties are really finding their spaces very slim. In the build-up to Mombasa rally, Mohamed Jichopevu, who is the Nyali MP aspirant, and Omar Hassan, who is the governor aspirant for UDA, had been conducting, I think, some press briefings telling the coastarians about how the port has been officially moved from the coast and is now under control of Raila, President Uhuru Kenyatta, and Ali Hassan Joho. So this has been happening, and you could not see Amason Kingi those. Now let me tell you something. If we check Amason Kingi's Facebook page, you will realize that the PA party, the Pamoja Alliance Party, African Alliance Party, presented governor candidates in Kilifi, George Kithi. They have a governor candidate in Kwale, Lungazi Chai Mangale. They also have a governor candidate in Tana River, Hassan Moroa. And they have a governor candidate in Mombasa, Dr. William Kazungu Kingi. And those four counties, Kilifi, Kwale, Mombasa, and Tana River, UDA have strong candidates. In Kilifi, UDA has Aisha Jumwa. In Mombasa, Hassan Omar. I don't know their candidate in Tana River, but they have a candidate. And they also have a candidate in Kwale. So and that was on 20th June. He made a post in his Facebook page, and I just want us to look at what he said. Formidable PA team spearheads coast takeover. The Pamoja African Alliance has successfully carved a niche for itself in the Kenyan political landscape, and the August 9th general election will provide an ample proof that the indestructible hope of the coast people for a party of their own has finally come to pass. I can say specifically up to that one of the problems that Amason Kingi will have with William Ruto is his plan to have a coastal party. But before we go further, I want you to listen to this interview by David Murathe at Spice FM when he was talking about the phone call with Amason Kingi.
I live in Kilifi, actually. I'm in Watamu. And Kingi called me last night I think he's coming back because the ground is bad.
Whatever makes you say that, Ted.
No.
Based on
Call
the
him.
conversations that you have.
He's around.
So what
Call him to confirm that.
What conversation did you have with him? I mean, what's been happening in Kilifi?
You see, there's what you call the Griema nationalism. And actually, Pa was supposed to say, no. Everybody has their regional party. And in fact, that was the other problem in Mount Kenya, where they were feeling they needed an anchor party.
So what's happening in Kilifi? What is this that makes you say that Kilifi is locked?
Because when Pa signed with Kenya Kwanza, Kingi is the one who signed, but the ground did not move. He has now realized the ground did not move with him, so he's coming back to his people.
So that is what Murathe is saying, that there is a probability. And David Murathe and Francis Atwoli all stays in Kilifi, and perhaps it's a possibility that they can have night meetings with Amason Kingi to find a way to bring him back to Azimio la Umoja. Now, I wanted to check the last, also in Kilifi, I think things are becoming difficult, and partly I can agree with what Murathe is saying, because even Aisha Jumwa is not playing a pivotal role in mainstream campaign of UDA. You would expect the dancing, the Kiuno Amason, Aisha Jumwa, to be in Mombasa. You will expect Aisha Jumwa to be with, or tag along with the Coast team that is campaigning for William Ruto. But you are not seeing Aisha Jumwa. With Aisha Jumwa, I won't speculate that she wants to leave UDA, but I think the ground is a bit hostile for her, and she has to do a lot of groundwork to consolidate a support. Gideon Mungaro in that race is not a pushover. And I can tell you that Aisha Jumwa is really finding it difficult. Now, the last time Amason Kingi was with William Ruto, they attended the church service in Kakamega. And I think this is just partly what transpired there.
Hakuna haja kusema kwamba mwanze kuangalia huku na huku. We have managed to break free as Coast. Yule mzee tumwambia, we have invested in you enough times with zero returns. This time around, let us invest somewhere where we'll be able to get good returns. Huwezi kulima shamba ukose mahindi. Kesho rudi pale ukose. Kesho kutu rudi pale ukose. Na ukiendelea kurudi pale, kule pwani tunajina tunakupa.
So, do your research and you will realize that the only person that William Ruto strategically has placed close to him amongst these small parties are two politicians, Moses Kuria and Alfred Mutua. If you look at sitting arrangement, and I wanted to look at this, if you look at this photo here, I think this is the sitting arrangement in Mombasa somewhere, you will realize that Alfred Mutua will always sit close to William Ruto. Very strategic, because William Ruto is struggling to get the Kamba vote, and seems he doesn't have anyone that he can depend on fully, because Johnson Modama, after fallout with Alfred Mutua, seems he's doing his own campaigns to be the governor in Machakos, but is not really approving, is not really mobilizing for Ruto's votes. Before power was formed, Amason Kingi held a meeting with Hassan Joho, but they wanted to have a coastal region party. But after that, Amason Kingi and Hassan Joho, they met with Raila Odinga to discuss this, and Raila told Kingi not to form that party, but just remain in ODM, that if they form government, they are going to be accommodated. Kingi then went ahead, defied the Raila's call, and went ahead to form that party, and that was the cause of fallout between Kingi, Hassan Joho, or Kingi and Raila Molo Odinga. So you will realize that even when they were coming to Azimio la Umoja, Amason Kingi's party came through President Uhuru Kenyatta's Jubilee party. They signed a pact with Jubilee first, while if it was really with all due consideration, Pa was supposed to join Azimio la Umoja through the ODM party. But the bad blood had already been there. Ladies and gentlemen, kindly subscribe to our channel, click the notification bell, and also like our video. If you are from Kilifi, we also want to hear from you what exactly is happening on the ground. The cause of Amason Kingi's trouble, I think, in his political future in the coast, the cause of that trouble is his quest to be the coastal kingpin. This is a position, and you'll see that it's a position that is bringing squabbles in almost all the regions. In central Kenya, there are big scramble on who is going to succeed President Uhuru Kenyatta. In Nyanza, there is already a struggle on who is going to succeed Raila, while Raila is still active in politics. These are things that are playing out. It's only in Rift Valley that William Ruto has stood his ground at his de facto kingpin. In my own opinion, is Ruto is their kingpin. And in Ukambani, Kalonzo Musyoka is a kingpin, but the other forces are emerging. And the reason why this is not going to work is because even in Mombasa, if you look at Mombasa, is the epicenter of the coastal economy. The port is in Mombasa. Everything is in Mombasa. So there will be an understanding that for someone to be maybe the mouthpiece of coast, it must come from Mombasa. But again, look at the sub-tribes in Mombasa. In Kilifi, the Mijikendas, the Giriamas, and all that. There are many sub-tribes within the coastal belt. So getting one person to be the voice of the coastal belt is not going to be very easy. And this is very important because someone like William Ruto, who has 2027 ambitions, would not facilitate or rather propel Amason Kingi to be the mouthpiece of the coastal belt. Reason being, if he consolidates a support in the coastal belt, then he will become a stubborn figure in 2027 and it will actually demand more. This is something that not a politician, not even Raila Odinga, will want that to happen. Now, if you look at the port politics, when Amason Kingi was given was promised the Senate Speaker in case he delivers the 50%, which is a mirage. One of the things he tabled was that they're going to make sure that they address land issues, then the port is going to remain in Mombasa. So I want to say, number one, the port politics is more concentrated in Mombasa, is more of a Mombasa affair. So he's finding it very difficult to even agitate for the rights of the people that are around the port. That is a conversation, rather, that is a narrative that the only people that can propagate it well is Hassan Omar and Jichopevu and now Hassan. So this is why it's also becoming difficult, and he was depending on this, also on the issues of the land. It has also emerged that Raila Odinga on the other side elevated Hassan Joho. So because of the Hassan Joho factor, it is becoming difficult for him to get it. And the Senate Speaker, I want to mention, the Senate Speaker position, if you follow interview by Kabogo in KTN News, Kabogo was saying that there is nothing that is been agreed on paper. There is nothing that has been written down there. And I think I should get that clip. It's this over here. There is nothing that has been agreed on paper that is going to be given. And I may understand that one, that position is not in the power sharing deal. Why? Kilifi is not going to deliver 50% to Deputy President William Ruto. That is just giving Kingi tissue, because it's not that possible. Then, secondly, that Senate position, because the cost might not deliver a big number to William Ruto, if Ruto is to win the presidency, that means it cannot go to the coast. In the hierarchy of government, executive, legislature, the two houses, Senate Speaker is a very powerful position. And I may not be shocked if that position is to go back to Western Kenya. But all in all, the UDA isolation of small parties, whatever is happening in Central Kenya is what is also happening in the rest of the parties. If you look at the Hustler Express, the Hustler Express is, in my understanding, it's just the Mount Kenya campaigns the UDA team just campaigning for Mount Kenya, because they've been doing Mount Kenya, Kiambu. Then I think the other day they were in Nakuru. They were heading to Nyandarua. And all that. That Mount Kenya, that Hustler Express caravan, is simply isolating some other people, and you need to find yourself. You need to place yourself where at least you can pita. And the isolation of the small parties is something that is affecting the other candidates that he decided that PAF decided to field in those other respective counties. Also did not set well William Samuel Ruto, because perhaps William Ruto wanted his candidates to get the governorship positions, and of course that is expected. So guys, I just want to read comments and people from Kilifi. I realize that tukanakonga na wengi sana. I want to read your comments. What exactly is happening on ground? Waiting for whether this might see the light of the day, as David Murathe is saying.